Well, for this lesson, we need to look at what proportions are, so then we can go solve them. Well, proportions are just equal ratios. Now, I do have to mention this. A ratio can be written as a fraction. So if we substituted that word fraction for ratio, then quite frankly, it'd be like, cool, so if two fractions equal each other, that makes a proportion. Oh, okay. Now, if you also remember, we previously talked about how we can actually check to see if two fractions are equal to each other. Could you do me a favor, though, and cross out where it says method 1? Leave the do the two ratios form a proportion or not, but let's cross out where it says method 1. There we go. So again, we have 4/5 equaling 12/15. Now, we don't know if they really equal each other, so how can we check it? Well, in order to determine if these two fractions are equal, how about we just do cross multiplication? What's 4 times 15? That's right, 60. So now what's 5 times 12? So because we got the same cross products, and again, that's what I'm talking about up here. The cross products are equal, right? That's what we're talking about. Because we got the same cross products, we can go, hey, 4/5 really is equal to 12/15. These two ratios are equal. So I would say, yes, it is a proportion. Okay? Now, what happens when you don't get the same cross products? So let's go do this. 6 times 28. So that'd be 168, and then 7 times 23. Because these products, the answers to the multiplication we just did are different, we would say no, those two fractions do not equal a proportion. And again, I know I'm saying fraction, but that's because we're used to working with fractions. But remember, we can write a ratio as a fraction. So that's the reason we can kind of substitute that word there a little bit in our brains, at least, to go, oh, it is a proportion, not a proportion.